Hello everyone, my name is Darkpro. I'm a Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Speedrunner. Today I'm going to show you how to do the crazy gadget skip. Well, this is one of my least favorite tricks in all of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle because despite being an awesome trick, it looks amazing, it saves a lot of time, it is a very deadly trick. So it's not a little bit challenging, it is a lot challenging to learn. It's very unfriendly. It has a lot of ways to kill you and force you to lose time. However, if you do get it first try, you will save about a minute over the next fastest strategy. And that's a lot of time to know that you can get. However, it's very challenging. There's a lot of things that go into this. There's a lot of very nasty areas that you have to traverse. And there's a lot of very nasty, I guess, things along the way that can kill you. It's composed of a bunch of parts. Basically, all we're going to have to do is come down here like you normally would. Now, you're supposed to hit either of these two switches on the right and go straight down or off to the right. But this trick requires you to go to the left. We're going to come down here to this edge. So you can see down there the opening to the next section. And we've got to get there. The problem is that there is a death plane pretty much covering most of that. So in order to get there, we need to do an absolutely huge, massive spin dash jump. There are a lot of factors that go into this. First of all, you need to be able to spin dash jump. That is, spin dash, charge it, and then do a near frame perfect jump immediately after releasing it, like the frame after. Very tough. Also, after you do it, you need to do what's called a homing attack cancel to get a little bit of extra distance. And all that is when you do a homing attack, you get a certain amount of speed and distance. But it's not enough for us today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump and I'm going to do a homing attack and then immediately press B after homing attacking. It's not going to look much different. The homing attack trail will be a little bit shorter, but my trajectory is a bit changed. It could be just the tiniest bit of extra distance, but that's all I need. And all it is this. See, very, very short trail, but I get extra distance. And that's what I need. That's weird. So I have to do a very, very tight spin dash jump off this tiny lip right here. This checkered platform. So I'm going to give myself as much room as possible before I do this. Then I had to spin dash jump, wait till I'm at the very apex of the jump, homing attack cancel, and that will just barely get me into that opening. This is extremely difficult. Do not be fooled by this. It is very, very difficult to get the spin dash jump right. There's a lot of factors that go into it. Unfortunately, that's not the end. Well, after I get that, I'm going to have the wrong gravity. I'm going to fall into a room with artificial chaos in it. My own personal strategy is to get hit by the artificial chaos so that I can recharge my homing attack or my bounce energy, homing attack the artificial chaos, and then homing attack into the hallway off to the right. It's very awkward, but it's very important, because if you touch the far wall, you're stuck to it. You can't jump. You can't go anywhere except around that wall. The only way to get off of it once you're on it is to get hit by the artificial chaos, get a homing attack, and get your way out. If the artificial chaos dies and you're stuck to that wall, you can't get off of it. You have to restart the stage. It's not good at all. So, I'm going to try that, and that is going to basically be the first part of this trick. I might die, that would suck, but it would not be surprising. This is a very tough trick to get. So here it comes. Spin dash, homing attack cancel, get hit by the artificial chaos, homing attack him, homing attack into the hallway. There it is. Okay, I'm in the hallway. As you can see, gravity is messed up. It does not like me doing this. That's not surprising. So now we have another problem. We're in this room with the wrong gravity, and I've got no rings, mind you, but it's not going to be a huge problem. In order to open this door, there's an artificial chaos right there off to the right. He is the variety that splits into a bunch of different little guys and then blows them up to try and kill you. So, how do we get up there? Well, there's this ledge down here by the acid. I don't have any rings, so this is going to look incredibly dangerous, but it's honestly not that bad. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you what happens if I just try to get on the ledge. Nothing's going to happen. I'm just going to bounce off of it, and nothing as good is going to happen. I can go around here all I want in this falling animation. But if I try to get on any of these ledges by just holding the control stick, nothing happens. I bounce off of it. What you need to do is, you need to go at the ledge, and the second you touch it, or the about to touch it, let go of the control stick so Sonic slides onto it under his own momentum. Not sure he's going to do it on this ledge, but if you just slide, let Sonic idle his way down to that ledge after you let go of the control stick. If he makes it up onto it, he'll stay there. That's what we need. So all I'm going to do is just let go of the control stick, let go of the control stick, and I'm on this ledge now, right next to the deadly acid of doom. However, I will warn you right now, and I'm not going to show you because I will probably die if I do. If you spin dash here, Sonic will start doing circles where he's sitting, spin dashing, even though you're not touching the control stick. And if you let go of the control stick, or let go of the spin dash, you'll go off in a random direction. And since it's random, it knows it can kill you, so it will take you directly to the acid because it can. It might take you away, but I got no rings, and that's some deadly acid. So now we have the question is, how do we get to that artificial chaos? What I'm going to do is I'm going to be very careful to hold a little bit of control stick away from the acid, and that will keep me out of it without any problems. But I have to come over here and get up on that ledge, and then I have to spin dash. So what I'm going to do is, that ledge is going to want to push me off once I get onto it. So I have to time a spin dash so that while I'm on that ledge, it activates and I get to spin dash. And then I'm going to go to the up and a bit to the, I'm going to go to the right and a bit up, about where the artificial chaos is, and I'm going to do a bunch of crazy homing attacks to try and get him. The best thing I could recommend is coming up vertically from the artificial chaos as much as you can, and try to hit him from the top of where normal Sonic would be standing if you had normal gravity here. But you're going to try to fall back towards this wall because that's the way that your gravity is. If that happens, you can touch all his little tiny artificial chaoses, and you'll magically start flying away from the wall as they blow up. And that will allow you to try again. And once that happens, then I'm going to go through the door. And that'll be this part completed. So I'm going to get up on this other diagonal portion here, get a spin dash, and go after the artificial chaos. So here we go. Here we go. I'm out. So, now what has to happen is I'm going to spin dash off this ledge to get a whole lot of speed. You can just wander along this wall if you want. It's a little bit slower. I prefer this spin dash if you can land on this door piece. And then I'm going to be falling through a long room with a whole bunch of electrified scarabs, which I might have to dodge. I'm going to fall to the end of the room. And then we're going to talk about what has to happen. So this is pretty easy. Just come around here, fall down, dodge the enemies. Oh god, he's trying to get me. That would have been bad. Kicks, I'm going to get a ring. Yeah, I got a ring. You don't need that at all. So that door, when I come close to it, it's going to open. And if it opens, I'm going to fall through it out of the level. Now the goal ring is not directly down from there if you've seen this trick before. So if I just fall straight down, I'll fall close to the goal ring, but then I'll die. It's not the way you want to do it. You need to fall through the side of the goal ring. And that is over this way and up. So I'm going to jump off of this, bounce towards the door, get to the bottom of the door. That's a marking point. That's a very useful marking point. And then I'm going to travel mostly left with a little bit of up. The second I pass through the wall, you'll know what it happens. I'm going to hold left with a little bit of up. You can watch my control stick in the video. And if I do it correctly, I should fall through the goal ring. I start holding that up, left and up, the second I pass through the wall, and I stop the second that the camera really starts panning around on Sonic, because then the camera direction changes and the direction you're holding is a little bit inconsistent. But it turns out, if you hold the direction correctly, that's just enough time. That's all you need to make it to the goal ring. You should pass through it, or very close to it. Either way, you'll have done most of this trick right, which in itself is a pretty incredible accomplishment. So here we go. I'm going to bounce, go to the bottom of the door, and start going left and to the right when I fall through this stage. Here it comes. Homing attack. Still holding it. Okay, now I'm done. Bam. And that's the goal ring. That's the goal ring room. I've just fallen through the side of the goal ring room. If you miss the goal ring, you will die. This is a very tough trick to get a feel for. I do not recommend it. However, if you get it, it saves a minute over other strats. I do not recommend this if you are a new player who is learning the speedrun. It is incredibly unfriendly. My preference is to say that this trick is literally like a German chancellor from 1939. You can figure out who that is. This trick is extremely unforgiving and very unrewarding to practice. It consists of all difficult parts and setups that don't have a lot of visual cues. And it takes a long time to get the feel for it. But if you do feel the need to do this, that's how you do it. That's how I do it anyway. You may find other better ways of doing it. Some people use the light dashes, some people are world record holders that could just jump their way through it all with crazy speed. Unfortunately, I cannot, but this is my semi-consistent way of getting to that end. However, it's a very difficult trick, and don't expect to get it right away, but there it is. If you choose to go after this trick, you will potentially save a lot of time if you're willing to deal with the risk. But that's how it's done. My name is DarkPro. Thank you for watching. Good luck.